Hey everybody, so welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to try to finish up this sculpture of this Tin Man, and it should go pretty quick. We don't have a whole lot more to do really, just the axe and maybe a base and some posing. But the main thing I wanted to go over today was how nomad works within this parent-child relationship. And what I mean by that, and let's close up some of these. You have the ability in Nomad to kind of link things together, and they call that a parent and a child relationship. So, what that means is, for example, I have this hat and head grouping here, and everything is underneath it. So, if I select just that head grouping and I go to maneuver it, make sure nothing else is on here. Which I think I have something on because my gizmos, yeah, left hand. There we go. Okay, and I go to maneuver it. It takes everything with it. It turns it all, which is super helpful when you're doing things um, like posing. Whoop, turn that head off. See how it rotates everything along that axis? Super, super helpful. So that's what we're going to be focusing on a little bit today. But before that, I think what we'll do is get this axe made. And the way that I'm going to do that is very simple. We'll just use a tube along a path, create that, kind of get this all situated where it needs to go. And then we'll make some changes to the shape of it. There, more or less. So what I'm going to do is create profiles for it. We're going to start with this first profile, and we're just going to round them out. Pull this down. Maybe that way. And add those points in so I can shrink that up considerably. Same here. Maybe something like that. That's not too terrible. And I'm going to change this profile as well a little. Make that a little bit longer. There. Let's get a color on that. Yeah, it's, well, maybe like in here. That's fine. Paint on. And we have a very basic axe handle. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. The position of it, I guess, isn't as important because I'm going to be rotating things around for, posing sake and whatnot. Let's make this a little bit longer so that we can fit the axe part of the axe handle. And for that, we're going to do just a square, a box rather, and get that roughed in shape wise. Push together. And then I'm going to validate that. Before I do that, though, how do I want to do this? Let's rotate this 90 degrees, I think. Work on this shape a little bit. You know what? Before I do that, we will rotate it, just not yet, because I want to be able to use some of this stuff shape-wise. So I'm going to trim that. And under my symmetry, I'm going to make sure Z is selected for the planes. And I want a line. Oh. And this is always kind of tricky. Why isn't it? Should be cutting both sides. Why isn't it cutting both sides now? Maybe it's, no, it shouldn't be that. Maybe it's local. I think that's what it is. Shoot. Yeah, I know. Top. Why on earth doesn't this one work? What am I doing wrong? What it should be doing is cutting it on both sides. And it's not doing that for whatever reason. Enabled. Local. Oh, there, I think I got it. Top. Line. There. Let's take a look at that. That's not bad. Elongate that a little bit and shape that up. So that's looking more X-like. Okay. That's not bad. Let's rotate that 90 degrees. Scoot that in, down. And rotate it out a little bit. There we go. And let's rotate it along that axis. There we go. Yeah. It's a little big. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remesh that. So it's looking a little wonky. Actually, let's see. There we go. Maybe smooth that out a little bit. Not a big deal. Got some weirdness here. Okay. So we have the axe, we have our guy. Let's do a base form. And that's super simple. That's just going to be, yeah, something like that. Increase the divisions so it's got a nice edge to it. And then want to decrease that. There we go. Bring that up. Okay. So now that we did that, I'm going to leave that for the way it is for right now. What I want to work on is some of this posing. So let's start here with the chest. And let's get that rotated a little. And because I have everything kind of parented and childed out, so to speak, all this stuff should kind of line up and should move appropriately. So let's go with the right arm. Make sure you unclick the chest. Go to the right arm. Let's rotate that up a little. I'm going to rotate his hand, the right hand, which should be under there. That should be fine. Oh, you know what? It's rotating this bucket. I put all that stuff by itself. What is this one? That's the right hand bucket. There we go. So this should be, yeah, just that. If we rotate that, let's see. So this point of origin needs to be in a better position so that when I go to rotate it, it's going to make more sense. So maybe there. So now when I go to rotate that, why is it moving that though? I have something in there that shouldn't be selected. That's right. Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. Rotate that a little bit more. Something like that. And then this, we're going to rotate that left arm, I think back. Like he's on the move, he's walking. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to rotate his head. Whoop. I think I have too many things selected. There we go. I can go back, or to the side rather. Rotate that. Whoop. See, I have his neck in here. We're going to pull the neck out of there for now and just have it be its own thing. Now when now when I select the hat and head, it should move independently. There we go. And I'm going to rotate his neck a tiny bit. Okay. And leg-wise, let's see here. So we want to rotate the left leg and everything that's associated with that. So let's rotate him forward like he's stepping. And we're going to put the right leg rotating back. There we go. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and just bump this up a little. And we're going to need to make adjustments, obviously, because like this is a little weird. Whoop, rotate. You know, so that it's kind of attached, so to speak. Like that should be almost more like that. There we go. Like he's walking. This guy, we're going to rotate him out a little. There we go. I feel like this, rotate it a little out. All right. So let's go here. Here. We're going to pull these out. And those are going to be its own thing. Let's label that quick. Axe handle. And axe head. And because that's a child of the axe handle, I should be able to just rotate that right along that axis, which I can. Get him in position. Just like so. And it looks like he's walking. All right, let's get this colored. More maybe metally. Paint. And let's do like a yellow brick road. Yellow always seems to be like a real difficult color in Nomad for some reason. Like a bright, bright yellow. And it might have to do with, you know, what the object material mode is. Yeah, we'll just leave it opaque for now. This, you know, I'm wondering now if we make these all refracted, is that cool? I don't know. Refracted. I think it's kind of neat. Whoop. Where am I at? There. And maybe a little bit more metal to it. Yeah, I like that. So let's do that. It's kind of a neat look. Can I just select all these and then I think I can. Maybe not. I think it'll be interesting to light all this. See what that does. Let's get these bolts. I kind of want to leave them like newer looking. I think it's neater. I'm just gonna leave the hands or the fingers the way they are. Whoop, a little bit. There we go. And let's get a lot of this stuff set up so it looks like it's refracted. All right, what am I missing? Anything? A couple things. Come on. Fraction. 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 If I got all them painted. Fraction and painted. Paint. Keep finding stuff, sorry. Just these little ones here. All right. That's looking pretty good. Brand new tinman. Yeah. So let's add a little texture to the base here. So I'm going to bump that up. Oh, holy cow, that's way high. I'm going to actually bump it down. Somewhere in there is fine. And let's stamp on. Let's see what we have here. Something that'll work. That looks like brick. Perfect. Whoop. Turn off symmetry. I don't like that. I'm going to add a layer too. Add layer. Maybe this one or this one. I like that one better, I think. Let's see if we can increase the scaling. It's too big. Still too big. We take it way down. I don't mind that. So now all I got to do is center that up. Whoop. And lower that. Hmm. Wish there was an easier way of doing that. So that it goes across the whole thing. You know what? I got an idea. I wonder if I scale this down. This will be interesting. I've never thought of trying this, but now if I do a stamp on a smaller version and then like here, lower that, and then scale that whole thing. Look at that, that worked. Now, why the heck didn't I think of that before? Whoop. So that it looks like a yellow brick road. I'm going to clone this, bring that down, bring that out, and since I did that on a layer, I'm going to delete it and just move that up, and we have a much nicer looking base. In fact, we can make that just black, I think. Turn that all down. And then maybe maneuver them too. Why is that looking? Turn that stamp off somehow. Oh, wow. These are all new. Huh, that's cool. I haven't messed with the new stuff yet, alpha included. Paint. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that's cool. There we have it. A pretty simple sculpt for the Tin Man. I kind of like it. Let's turn this off and give it a spin. My turntable's fast. Let's turn that speed down. We are off to see the wizard. Not too bad. I have like anti-aliasing issues or something. Oh, I know what it is. Maybe it's in here. Pa, 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 pa. I haven't had a chance to really mess around much yet with the latest update. I did have dithering on. Maybe global. No, I like that. There you go. That's going to do it for this week. Short and sweet. Thanks, guys. As always, I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see everybody next week. Take care.